Good day, this is Professor Will, CBMD, PhD. Today's Thursday, May 12th, 2022. It's 3:11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a nice day, the sun's out and it's pretty humid. You can hear the birds chirping. All this broadcasting I've been doing over the last, 20 years or so. Mainly I write my scripts, but freestyling is becoming more natural to me. There goes delivery van there. Quick notes from myself anyways. Speech is becoming more natural to me, and pronouncing Latin language. I know when I first started off recording back in 1987, for example, I would have my tape recorder microphone I got for my birthday with a collection of generic tapes my mom got me for my birthday in 1987, and I would record myself reading Cole's notebooks and Britannica Encyclopedia. And Britannica Encyclopedia was interesting, because the language is classical and it was smooth and it was relaxing to read. And I wouldn't always know how to pronounce the words in the book, but it came with a little bit of practice once I learned my consonants and vowels and so on and so forth, and learned my alphabet. I don't even think I knew my alphabet at 5 years old, but I knew how to speak pretty okay, I guess. But the recording started then for about a few years in the 1980s, and then I ran out to about mid-1990s. I started recording with a Walmart tape recorder, handheld one I got from 1990s. It was interesting. I spent about 5 years recording with that recorder, and not only reading but doing lectures and my own writings as well. It came a long way since then, And then after about year 2000, I started recording with my computer camera. I think it was some kind of camera I was using to record with, and you know what I mean. And that was fun. I spent about 20 years doing that on that, so I'm about 30 years, recording and doing lectures and reading and writing, and a lot of writing, written a lot of books. Hoping to publish an autobiography by the end of my 50th birthday. 6 more years anyways, so how long is already short. The bus is going by, kids are getting off school, and looks like it's a very, very cool evening there. It's starting to cool down, the sun's starting to die down. We're going to have some rain, so I might be stuck in the house for a little bit. But to make a long story short, I never make a long story short. I'm always talking long stories here. And just sitting here alone in my driveway on Copeland Street, enjoying the weather, and it's pretty quiet. This dude outside was playing rap music a while ago, so it gives me about 5 minutes to think to myself, for at least, But it's pretty quiet. People are in and out going to work, and I'm just researching and enjoying the weather. I like to take my nature walks and do test tube specimens, samples on soil specimens and nematodes and fruit flies and mosquitoes and horticulture around me, and keep them busy, and hopefully want to take notes and take some pictures and use that new microscope I got. And I spent quite a bit of money on that microscope when I was working, so I could put quite a bit of specimens on a 3,000 multiple times of compound type microscope, specialized in staining in methylene blue and crystal violet, so on and so forth. And you can actually use food coloring for that too if you want. If you want to get down deeper, you can build your own substance using food coloring. It's pretty interesting. You can go online and read the PDF booklets on that, and it's pretty cool. Well, I'm getting at the end there. I'm already at 4 minutes and 3 minutes and 49 seconds. Self note. It's been pretty fun. Enjoying the weather this year. I want to get out there for sure. It's going to be a nice summer, I can tell. It's going to be a better year this year. I don't want to be stuck in the house all summer, that's for sure. I don't want to be stuck in the house. I want to be out there doing things, I might meet somebody, who knows? There's always an opportunity to meet somebody, You always want to keep the doors open to meeting people. Meet the right person, you never know. I might get out of this apartment, get a new job. Might want to motivate me to get off my butt and get a job, or do dishes or something and cook a bit. I don't know. But I really want to be a professor at Nipissing University. I really want to do that. That'd be a lot of fun. Work in the laboratories and do experiments and teach students all the things I've been learning, half my life. And it's interesting, Oh, look, I just seen a fly. The fly. Anyways, day's going well, and I'll cut this short at 5 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Anyways, it's been nice talking, and I guess this is the end of my session. I mean, DDTs are very potent, and back in the 1970s, before they put a ban to DDTs, on specific DDTs, insecticides, they would have a child, walk up to a garden and maybe touch something that was contaminated by a pesticide or insecticide, and they would touch the pesticide and be contaminated, not necessarily, because of the parts per billion were so low, concentrations were so low, they would touch it and maybe touch their mouth, and maybe 10 years later be contaminated with tetraethylpyrophosphate. Tetraethylpyrophosphate, which is a very toxic insecticide. They would be contaminated by a farmer's garden, and then just take a walk. They'd be walking, and next thing you know, 10 years later, they end up with hemangiosarcoma, which would be a very, very deadly cancer that hits the bloodstream and infects all organs instantaneously. Very, very toxic. And it would reside in their body for a very long period of time. It'd stay dormant, and then they would end up with all sorts of ingrowth malignant tumors and whatnot, all caused by a deadly cancer that would kill them within less than 3 weeks, and maybe much more. They could end up with all sorts of different types of cancers. I think that cuts it for that session of the day, but looking forward to making my autobiography next week, building my web page, and hopefully making it cross-platform with mobile devices and display across mobile devices, particularly Android, iPhone, and mobile iPad, and so on and so forth, and get the Bootstrap scriptlets in there and program my website to be cross-platform, so I can keep touch with, hopefully people can keep in touch with what I'm working on. But anyways, to make a long story short, I have to cut this short because there's traffic going by. I think it's getting to the time where traffic's going by pretty harsh. It's getting rush hour, and it's about 3 o'clock. People are getting off school and work, and it's pretty loud outside. But the day's going well, and I feel great. I'm ready to have an awesome summer this year and enjoy the weather. Get out there and play some volleyball down at the beach. Be kind of cool.